Okay, so usually I do these little collages in these field note size little notebooks, and these are, I have a bunch that are by this company called Log and Jotter, and then I have a bunch of field notes, but they're both the same size. And usually when I do these little collages, it's in these books here. But since I am wanting to get this filled up, and I mentioned this in my November catch-up studio update that I just posted, and I was looking for something on a bookshelf and saw this, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I never finished it. I am almost halfway through with this book, and this originally was it was an online challenge from Draw Riot, and it was I believe it was a 365-day challenge. There was a prompt today, and what I was doing was putting, for the monthly pages, I was putting the word on there. That's how I kept track of what the word was. And then, on each page for that corresponding day is when I did that collage. And I made it pretty far as doing the page a day and using the prompts. And it was a lot of fun. And I think I even have like a part of a flip through of this. I'm not totally 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I have a flip through of, must have been some of what I had finished of this. I don't know if it's all of it or not. This I actually started in 2017, so that's why I'm struggling with telling you exactly what if I have a video or not. So, but I made it through till July 16th. So this is from January 1st to July 16th, and then here's the rest of the year. And I think it would be loads of fun to finish this and just to see what this book is going to look like with all of these pages done with collage on every page. And I'm pretty sure that after a while I stopped with following the prompts, and I just started, just doing pages in here. And I feel like I know I have some videos for some of these first pages, and maybe a couple of videos for some of these other pages here at the end. Like, I am almost positive that I have a video. Where's the one I just had? Oh my goodness, I just saw it for this one. I'm pretty sure I have a video for this one, and maybe some of the other ones, but so that's what we're gonna do. I spent all my afternoon doing some pages. I worked on several pages in here and this journal here, and this is my Strathmore. It's a toned tan soft cover, and I have been doing just this type of collage with these really intricately cut out florals and an image. And so I did do a video on this, and it's a really, really super crazy long video. I just had the camera on and sat and worked on these pages, and ended up completing two that I hadn't planned on, which was this one and this one. So if you are interested in just kind of having somebody to sit with and work with side by side while working in your journal or anything else, then be sure to check that out. It's the first time that I've done anything really like that, where for a lot of it, I'm just not talking. I am just quietly working on this, and every now and then I might, say something as into what I'm doing or why or what I'm looking for and things like that. But generally, through especially the last half of it, I am not doing any talking. So that is what I worked on this morning. And the silly thing is that as I was working on that, on one of the pages, I cut off this little bit of leaf. So, and as soon as I did that, I thought, okay, I need to put that on a page in my little collage journal. So this is our beginning inspiration, if I don't lose it. And I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this to the side because it's just easier to have it to do now that it's kind of, especially on this side, sometimes it's way easier just to kind of put the collages together on their own and then adhere it into the book. So that's really going to be an issue as I get farther along in here, which if I was smart, since it really doesn't matter, I wonder if I should maybe skip around in it, but I don't know. I've been doing it this way since the beginning, so that's just maybe what we'll do. So hopefully you can see that little guy. He kind of blends in there. Let's see if this helps. What I'm going to do then is here under my work area where my legs go, I've got an IKEA cart. I'm going to pull it out. I've got baskets of things in here. I'll take a picture and share it on the side because I don't want to move my camera to try to show you. But oops, things are falling. I used to have this one here sitting on my work area over to the side, and it's just full of just trash, just pieces of trash and whatnot from other projects, things that I had picked up off of the floor, just, pieces of torn off paper, just anything that, was going to go in the trash, but that I could put on a page. So I kind of like that. I wonder if I should just flip my light on. Let's see if this is a little bit better. It's nighttime. It's really dark in here. So hopefully that helps a little bit. There you go. It's just all sorts of stuff. Like these are the little plastic pieces off of like moisturizer, like the little jars. So all sorts of just random things in here. And then also in this cart, I've got fabric scraps. I have tea bags, used tea bags. I've just got all sorts of things. I've got little flowers. This is full of all sorts of goodies, string and thread, and just all sorts of things. So it's a fun place for me to search and look through just to put these little collages together. And that is what we're going to do right now. I've got tags that I've cut off of clothing. Just this is a plastic strap, like off of a dress, that whenever they put those little, sometimes they use ribbon where they have it on there to hold your clothes up on the hangers. That's what that is. Let's put that in there. So yeah, nothing is safe from making it in my little jar of things, but I kind of like that. And this is a label off of something. I'm not really quite sure what. So, and I just kind of start building these up. It's been a while, long while since have worked on anything like this. So it's going to be interesting to see. how it comes together, because I definitely feel a little rusty. Even more so since now I'm trying to do it, you know, in a video. Kind of adds a little bit of pressure on things. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what I want in the back. This is like masking tape. I'm not sure if it is sticky at all anymore. It's so old. Yeah, a little bit of stick in it. I'm just going to use some mono adhesive here. I don't think I want anything else behind this. Need a little flower of some sort to put on top of my stem. I've got these little plastic bins, and this one is floral and greenery, and I've got just little pieces of leftover flowers from other projects, or that, you know, just that have been cut off, or if I cut an image out on one side, like this was, the image was cut out on this side, and this is what the image was on the other side, so I saved that, which there's a bud right there that I could maybe use. So I keep everything. So this one's all flowers. This one's greenery, so it's mainly leaves. This is kind of in the wrong spot. It's all leaves and parts of leaves and pieces of leaves, and the same thing as far as leftovers from something that had been cut on the other side. I always save the leaves because there's a lot of times when I use them to tuck in to places, and yeah, so I wonder, actually I wonder if I could somehow salvage some of this whole thing. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I'm going to cut that leaf to make that petal to make it look like it's whole instead of half covered. I like doing these little collages because they're just, it's a small space and it doesn't feel as intimidating to try to cover up something big. I can spend as much time as I feel like on them. I can try to, you know, do something a little bit more elaborate if I feel like it. If I don't, but I'm just wanting to do something small, then I just do something small and feel good because I was able to do something a little bit creative that day. So I really don't put any pressures on myself when I'm working on these. Not like I probably do when I'm working in my big collage journal. I wonder if I can, I'm going to see if I can salvage this little bit of, oops, a petal. I think what I'll do is use, I might just use part of this one here. I just need a little bit of green right there to cover up that hole and connect it together so that I can have two petals there. Let's see. I mean, I'll even probably save these. These are from the tape. That's kind of stuff that goes in my little basket there. So let's see. I need a little bit of adhesive. There we go. I kind of made that into a leaf. Need to bring it down a little bit. I think I'm going to have to turn it this way. There. I just want that little bit, so even if part of this is covered up, that's all right, because I just really want to keep this little piece of leaf there. I gotta be careful because this stem is pretty thin. little bit right here. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but I'm sure gonna try and see if it does. I need to change my blade. So I'm wondering if we can kind of just cover that up. See if I've got something with a stem. Actually, this would work. This would be a very good definition of using your scraps, because that is exactly what's going on here. I just need a little bit of a stem there because it just needs it in case that, oops. Just because. Enough of that's going to be covered up with this brown piece that you really won't be able to tell. Where did my lid go? I've got this little teeny lid. There it is. And we still haven't used our little twig here. It's too bad I can't somehow make that work. Or I could cut him off and put him on here. Just do a little bit of rearranging. How about that? I think it'll work. I'm gonna cut this little bit off right here. part of the problem is that I cannot see very well. My light is just dim enough that I feel like I can't see. And I think if I turn it up, then it's a little bit too bright for you all. Not sure. I know there's a bit of a glare, and that's also a problem. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this brown piece work. I might be trying to make a piece work on here that's just not going to have it right now. I thought it was going to maybe lay okay, but I'm not liking that. This is part of a belt tie from one of my dresses. Get that stuck on there so it can dry. Wonder if I can actually use this half, this other flower. Let's see what we can do here. That's covering up too much of that pink. Alright, I think I'm gonna try something and we'll see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I think this might be how it might work here. I've got part of that flower coming out. I think that works. Usually, oh. So now I could even tuck part of this guy down there like that. That looks pretty. Let's see. All right, I think that's good. I'm gonna stop fiddling with that. The thing that I love to do with these pages is use found word on them. I love using found word. So let's see. Use all right. Well, and I need to date these just for the fun of it. I haven't dated any of them in forever. I don't know if I've dated any of them actually, because of course at the beginning I didn't need to because they were happening on that day. There's a piece of something from something. Well, shall we stick it on here? Let's see. Piece of old book paper. Actually, we could maybe tuck it in. We'll tuck it in right there. How about that? There you go. I need to put some adhesive on there so that it doesn't come off of this. I have no idea where that came from. There. Now he won't fall off again. All right, let's see here. So this says Sunday, July 16th, but this is actually, what is today? Today is Thursday. It is Thursday, November 28th. That is Thanksgiving Day, 2024, instead of 2017, I mean, that's when this was. So let's see, what is today? 28th. find some words. Let's see. Trying to find a book here. This one book that's closest to the top is one that I've spent a lot of today looking through, and I'm kind of tired of looking through it. So, trying to find something else. All right. Well, the first thing that jumped out as I was looking through this when I just opened it up is, and after a second, which I'll just use that. A lot of times they don't really go with the image. Sometimes they do, but the image, but I mean like what I make on these. Sometimes it's just whatever jumps out at me whenever I'm opening up a book, just like this one did. So they don't have to make sense. It's all right. It's just a phrase that kind of seemed to, for one reason or another, caught my eye, so that's what I'm going to go with. Wow, it has really been a long time since I've done these little collages, so and let's just kind of put it right there. Be sort of holding those flowers together. All right, well, there we go. There's the first one. The first one of many. Hopefully I'll be able to do some of these here and there. Make some progress in my book. There we go. I'll post some pictures of it on here at the end so that you can see better, because I know that the lighting is not great in here at nighttime. In order for you to see, I'd have to have like 20 lights on, and that's just too much. It's too much to try to work with all that blinding. So there we go. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this, and be sure to I will post that link. I'm quite sure that there was a flip through of part of this, so and let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for being here. Of course, I always forget to say this, but please give me a like, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, I would love for you to become a subscriber and join us here on my channel, and let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for being here. Take care, everybody, and I will see you again really soon. Bye-bye.